mean, I'm playing in Toronto again tomorrow.
Yeah,
which will be my 3rd time in.
Yeah.
I was just there 2 weeks ago.
And
we had a great turnout, but it was like 2 weeks ago, so I don't know how this is going to do.
Where'd you play in Toronto?
The first time, Rock and Roll Heaven. Last time I was here, I played with that. I was out on a.
What was the turnout at Heaven? Because I've been there with Vollmer and a few other great bands, great Canadian bands, and
it wasn't bad. It was. Toph, how many people do you think we had at Rock and Roll Heaven? Maybe 150.
Yeah. It's not a bad turnout.
Yeah, it was. It was a weeknight.
Yeah.
Now I was just in. I played a place called the Rock Pile. With that, I was just on a tour with LA Guns and Pastor Pussycat.
Right.
And we had a great turnout. We had about. It was a Tuesday night or Wednesday night. We had about 600 people there, 500 people.
Well, now that's more of a feeling.
Yeah.
I love that feeling on the stage when.
So it was cool.
Yeah.
So we had a very good turnout. This is Jason right here.
That's Jason. Well, Jason keeps walking around. I haven't seen him, but Jason, Road Dogg, officially met you. So yeah, so well, you keep coming back here. You know, every now and then, guys from you know, a number of the great bands that are down there come up here every now and then from Texas and so on. And you're from Nashville, New York, right?
I'm in Nashville with the bass player. Troy lives in LA.
Yeah.
And this guy Kevin lives in New York.
Yeah, we were just talking about New York and my family from Staten Island there, and I got family in Arizona, Santa Monica, and they're now, some of them are in Sundance. They bought all that because Sundance is the place to be, you know. So
I love Nashville. It's been really cool.
I've yet to been there. It's one of the places I've not had the pleasure.
Really cool town, man. There's a lot of stuff there, a lot of music there. Everybody thinks it's a bunch of cowboys, but there's actually a really eclectic music scene there.
I hear that.
Well, I mean, Kings of Leon are from there.
Yeah.
Robert Plant lives there now.
Is Robert there now?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's a really cool vibe. Really
you're familiar with Helix, are you?
Yes.
Linda, Brian's wife, she worked with Led Zeppelin years ago. That's how they first met, way back when she was living in England. So that's sort of the connection there with Zeppelin with our group. So
that's cool.
But yeah, it's all great. I'd like to go to Nashville, get a chance someday to pop down there.
City.
I saw an episode where Dee was there, Schneider, where he was playing with a country and western band there in Nashville before he took off with this film footage of this, what do they call it, the Schneider or Dee's?
It was Cowboy, John Rich's show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool town, man. It's a very small town.
Yeah.
It's a big city with a small town vibe.
Oh, that's I love that. I love that.
So it's really cool. Everybody knows everybody, and I don't know. Everybody's just a little bit more apt to say hello and just be normal, you know. And I just dig that vibe. So very cool.
So one of those nights, one of those places where you can play any night of the week at some place.
There's always something going on there. Always. I mean, one night you'll go the Ryman Auditorium, which is the old classic place where Johnny Cash and all those guys played.
Oh, good old
Very
Johnny.
small auditorium, maybe holds about 1,500, 1,800, whatever. Heart's playing there.
Oh, and Nancy both?
Yeah, they're playing there, and
they were here just this summer. They were playing in London.
It's great, man. There's a lot of clubs. You can see rockabilly bands. You can see a rock band. You can see country guys. There's guys on the corner. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of a blues fan.
It's cool. I've actually met some great people there. Steve Cropper.
Oh yeah.
Steve's a friend of mine. I've met the Wooten brothers. Just a bunch. The musicianship is great there. The songwriters are like some of the best in the world.
Well, everyone talks about it. Like Michelle Wright, some country girls I know in this area here, they've all head down that way just to, I guess, just to get the vibe and get the singing, and then if you can make it there, kind of, you know, or get recognized a little bit more, or builds up your repertoire.
I kind of had it. I had it a little bit easier than the average, you know, person going there because of my history, and
sure.
I was kind of introduced to a few people right out of the gate, so that helped. What you know, who you know, yes, then what you know. It's that way with everything. Sure. You know what I mean? So, but it's been cool. I love it. I actually have a great girlfriend. I actually living with my hairdresser, the girl that cuts my hair and everything, which worked out great.
Yeah.
You know, I went in there, I got my hair cut a couple times, and then you know, I tried paying her, and she's like, no, let's just go get some drinks or something, you know, whatever. And we just started dating, and she's awesome. So I have a great life there now, and I'm really happy.
Let me ask you a question for all, like, since the Road Dog talks to so many young musicians coming up, what great advice can you give to young bands like you're hearing that are opening for you to make it, or just like I do, I usually just say consistency.
Well, consistency, you know, I'm going to be my dad for a minute. Obviously have something else to fall back on, you know what I mean? Like,
that is important.
My son is a drummer, and he's an amazing artist, and I like really try to coerce him to maybe go to school and get a degree in some sort of computer graphics or just graphic arts, because he's really good at it. The other thing of it is too is, you know, if you're a musician and that's all you can do or all you do, you have a tendency to do things sometimes for money that if you didn't really need the money, you wouldn't really do, if that makes any sense. So have a plan B. And the other thing is, man, just have faith and persevere, because even me, I've done 10 or 11 records, and I've been with Motley and the Scream and Union and all these bands, and I've traveled all over the world. Every time you start over, you're really starting over. So,
oh yeah,
you know, just if you believe in what you're doing and you have faith, just persevere and just keep plugging away.
It's quite true. Those you meet on the way up are the ones you meet on the way down. You meet on the way back up again, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My dad and my uncle told me that years ago in business. They said business is like a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone you meet on the way up, if you piss them off, you're going to meet them again on the way down. So be nice to everybody.
So, okay, last one. What's your greatest performance that you've ever had the pleasure of working with?
My greatest performance,
show, whatever,
was actually about 2 days before I left to come to Canada with my chick. I was in my room. Anyway, that's probably not the performance you're talking about. Anywho,
YouTube's gonna get this one, man.
Let me see. Greatest performance. I got it. You know, it's really weird. I have to go with. It was weird. It was my very, very, very first tour, and it was with the Scream, and we played a place in Tampa, Florida. They do it every year. It's called the Livestock Festival.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was like my first big festival thing that we did, and you know, we were in there earlier in the day, and it was empty, and it was just this big empty field, and literally the first night, like, you know, I went and I laid down in the bus and I took a nap for a little bit, and I got up and I came back out and we got dressed and, you know, did all the stuff that I do before I go on. And I walked out and I was behind stage, so I couldn't really see what was going on out front. And I literally, when I walked on stage, we started playing, I walked on stage, the curtains opened, and I was freaking out because we were literally playing to almost 50,000 people.
What a high, eh?
And that was the most insane thing I think that I've ever done. Now, I did get to go to Japan for the first time with Motley, and that was pretty trippy too. Like,
talk about your screaming girls,
yeah,
girls, eh?
Well, it's just very weird to me. Like, you go to these countries, you go to different countries, Spain or Japan or Italy, they speak no English at all, yet they sit there and they mouth every word in English, you know what I mean? So it's pretty cool.
That's how they learn English, you know. And even in Germany, I saw more girls there with Kiss and all these other bands I work with, and they're all singing the words, and I'm like, and yet you go to talk to them, they don't understand a single thing you're saying, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to take you back to the dressing room. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you have any idea what I'm asking you to do. Yeah. But,
is that good?
It's I don't know. I would probably say the biggest, most exciting show that I did would probably be the Livestock Festival.
misunderstood, yeah. Life's not always fair, or so they say. Misunderstood.